Greg and Alex, congratulations on season 19.
Thank
Thanks.
you, Eric. We're still
Uh,
alive.
we're very glad of that. To honor the occasion, so we are uInterview. We specialize in asking some fan questions. So we've gone ahead and solicited some questions from your fans. Some of them
Great.
are quite good, and some of them are quite strange. So
Cool.
Stranger the better.
so you'll get to judge that. Okay, this is for Greg. Do you make little Alex Horne's chair a little lower each series, or is he just getting littler?
I think it's just age is catching up on him. I mean, I insisted it was smaller than mine, but I think that the cruel truth is that age is, when he started, he was a vibrant redhead, and now, as you can see, he's catching up with me in terms of his greyness, and he's physically shrinking. So I don't need to. I don't need to make the chair smaller. I just let Mother Nature do her cruel work.
Alex, do you care to weigh in on this?
No, no, I think unfortunately that's true. Occasionally we have to sort of see our old selves in previous episodes, and it's the contrast is terrifying, especially
It,
with me, I think,
it's
Greg.
looking at old series is it's a bit like watching one of those flick books and seeing you horribly age before your very
Yeah.
eyes. But the truth is, I didn't look particularly good in season one, so I think Alex has always had more to lose.
What what's the most surprised you've been by a player's performance on a task?
That's yeah, that's a difficult one. I guess for me, there's a moment when I don't know what number series, but there's a comedian called Lisa Tarbuck who she had to show her love for Greg, and she immediately told me to take my trousers off and sit on a cake with no pants on. And it was just the speed with which she came up with the idea that surprised me. And also, there was no time for me to say no. Like I don't know, that stayed with me. That must be 6 or 7 years ago, but that made a
And
real impact on my
the
life.
cake was quite intrusive, wasn't
The cake was intrusive. Yeah, it was an
it?
intrusive
Yeah.
cake. Yeah, yeah.
I don't, I don't. There's been so many moments where I was surprised. I, I always come back to Paul Chowdhury uh, being told he had to get his clothes as far away from the house as he could, and he just panicked and threw them all over a hedge next to the house. I, I've great delight in that.
Yeah, sometimes it's a small moment, isn't it? And
It's the
especially
little moments sometimes.
the worst performances are always the funniest.
Yeah.
Okay. When will you give old Goosebump Arm her extra points? There's tons of evidence on the internet of her gaining reputation retrospectively.
Who was old Goosebump on? Was it Sally Phillips?
I think it was. Wow. I mean, the fans know more about the show than we do.
I I remember old Goosebump Arm. Or was it Kerry Godliman? I can't remember. I know it was a
I'm
woman.
looking it up. I'm looking it up, but there's a lot of it's Victoria Corrin.
Ah, it was.
But
It
yeah,
was Victoria Corrin.
I mean, if
What's
you
the
just
question again? Sorry, Eric.
When will you give old Goosebump Arm her extra points? There's tons of evidence on the internet of her gaining. I love that there's tons of evidence of her gaining reputation retrospectively.
Right. Well, here's my answer to this. The answer is never, because my judgments are final, and it's something that annoys the internet enormously. That sometimes they seem to think that I may have got a judgment wrong or made a wrong call on something. But the fact is that in the world of Taskmaster, I'm all powerful, and therefore none of my judgments are wrong. None of them are wrong. And
tell you
they
what,
can get as angry as they want and as forensic as they want. Uh, the decision is the decision.
when you just Google old Goosebump Arm, there's a lot there. There's greetings cards you can buy with it. Her Wikipedia page has changed.
Really?
Yeah, this has passed me by, but yeah,
We should do Goosebump Arm merchandise.
Exactly.
other people are. Yeah.
And finally, what is something insignificant that makes you happy when you remember or think of it?
In
From the
life,
show.
the
Yeah,
show.
well, I think let's give them both.
Okay.
Something insignificant that gives us joy. I mean, most things, there's very little significant things in my life. I quite like, remembering I've got a shed. That brings me joy. I've got a really good sort of shelving system in the shed, which I tidied up about 6 months ago, and it's still tidy. And that makes
I've
me
got
happy.
I live in an apartment 6 floors up, and I have got a square of fake grass that I pop out in the summer, and I've had a lot of happy time sitting on that little square of fake grass.
Well, on that very weighty note, Greg and Alex, thank you for taking time to celebrate season 19 with us and answering these fan questions from the uInterview fans.
Oh, I enjoyed them, Eric.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks for watching the uInterview channel. With over 3,000 original celebrity videos, we have one of the largest collections of celebrity interviews anywhere. So remember to like and comment on our videos and subscribe to the channel. If you want to get more involved, you can become a member of the channel. Membership has its perks. You can see exclusive celebrity videos and get the opportunity to ask our celebrity guests questions. We can't wait to hear from you.